Hello, Yankees Nation. Welcome back to your go-to channel, New York Yankees News Network. Today, we have three jam-packed updates about our Bronx Bombers, which happened or came to notice just a few hours ago. So if you're a true Yankees fan, you don't want to miss these updates. And yes, before we start the video, we request you to, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can stay in the loop. Update 1. Yankees heartbreaking loss. Division lead vanishes after epic comeback falls short. What a night, Yankees fans. Our beloved team, the New York Yankees, just experienced a heart-wrenching defeat against the Toronto Blue Jays, losing by a score of 11-9. This wasn't just any loss. It was the game that officially erased our division lead, a lead that was once a comfortable 7 games just about a month ago. For the first time since April 13th, the Yankees no longer hold sole possession of first place in the American League East, now tied with the Blue Jays. The game kicked off in the most miserable way possible. In the bottom of the first inning, right-hander Will Warren, taking the mound for the Yankees, struggled immensely. After working around a 2-out single in the first, Jose Barrios for the Blue Jays had a strong start. But when Warren came in, he seemed to have absolutely nothing. 2 softly hit singles and a 9-pitch walk quickly loaded the bases with no outs. Alejandro Kirk capitalized on this, hitting a 2-run double, followed by Addison Barger's home run, making it a 5-0 lead for Toronto in an eye blink. Warren's struggles continued as he walked Will Wagner and then gave up a 2-run homer to Davis Schneider, pushing Toronto's lead to 7-0. By the bottom of the third, it was an 8-0 deficit for our Yanks. However, this is our Yankees, and they don't give up easily. In the 5th inning, the bats finally came alive. Jason Dominguez and Anthony Volpe kicked things off with singles, and DJ LeMahieu got us on the board with a run batted in single. Ben Rice followed with a run batted in single of his own, and then Aaron Judge smashed and run batted in double off the wall, bringing the score to 8-3. The comeback truly ignited when Giancarlo Stanton, showing his incredible power, crushed a 415-foot home run, his first since Game 5 of the World Series. Suddenly, it was 8-6. The rally continued in the 6th when Ben Rice hit a frozen rope double, and a predictable intentional walk to Aaron Judge loaded the bases. Though the inning seemed to end with a double play, Cody Bellinger hustled to beat it out, bringing in a 7th run. The Yankees were now within 1 run at 8-7. The drama escalated in the 8th inning. Down by a pair of runs, Ben Rice worked an incredibly gritty walk, bringing Aaron Judge to the plate as the tying run. Despite issuing 4 intentional walks to Judge in this series, Blue Jays manager John Schneider opted to pitch to him, and he paid dearly for it. Our captain absolutely destroyed a hanging sweeper for a 440-foot game-tying home run, his 31st of the season. The Yankees had fought all the way back to tie the game at 9. Unfortunately, the rally ran out of gas. Devin Williams, coming in for the Yankees, had his first tough outing in a while. A walk, a stolen base, and a flyout put the go-ahead run on third with 2 outs. With Addison Barger at the plate, Williams spiked a first-pitch changeup, and Ben Rice, with only 3 games caught in his major league career, couldn't block it, allowing a run to score and give Toronto the lead. Barger then added an insurance run with a run batted in single, making it 11-9. Despite getting the tying run on base in the 9th, the Yankees couldn't complete the comeback, losing 11-9. This was a tough one to swallow, Yankees fans, especially seeing our division lead disappear. But remember, there are still 3 months and 70-plus games left in the season. This team has shown incredible resilience, and these are learning moments, especially for a rookie pitcher like Will Warren. The Yankees will look to retake sole possession of first place and stave off a 4-game sweep tomorrow night, with Clark Schmidt taking on Chris Bassett. Let's keep supporting our team through thick and thin. Update 2, Yankees roster shakeup, Hartlieb designated, Beeter recalled and bullpen shuffle. In a swift and somewhat surprising move, the New York Yankees have announced a roster adjustment that impacts our bullpen. Right-handed pitcher Clayton Beeter has been recalled from AAA Scranton/Wilkes-Barre. To make room for Beeter, fellow righty Geoff Hartlieb has been designated for assignment. This is a quick turnaround for Hartlieb, who only just joined the Yankees yesterday. In his lone appearance with the big league club, he pitched 1 inning and unfortunately was tagged for 3 runs. This certainly wasn't the call-up Hartlieb envisioned, especially after his strong performance in AAA. For the Yankees' Scranton-Wilkes-Barre affiliate, he pitched 35 innings and logged a 3.34 earned run average, with an impressive 26.2% strikeout rate and a tidy 6.9% walk rate. His success in AAA was attributed to some strategic tweaks in his pitch usage, with the Yankees having Hartlieb throw his slider at the highest rate of his career so far in 2025. More than 53% of his pitches with Scranton this season have been sliders, a notable increase over his previous career high of 45% back in 2020, and a massive increase over last year's 37.3% clip with the Rockies' AAA club. This change had a positive impact, as his strikeout rate was up considerably, and his 17.2% swinging strike rate in AAA was terrific. However, Hartlieb won't get the chance to rebound from that rough major league outing with the Yankees' big league club. He will either be traded or placed on waivers within the next 5 days. Given that he has been outrighted in the past, if he goes unclaimed on waivers, he could choose to reject an outright assignment to the minors and instead opt for free agency. The Yankees were Hartlieb's 5th big league club, having also pitched for the Pirates, Mets, Rockies, and Marlins. In his major league career, he has logged only 80 1/3 innings, and has been tagged for an unsightly 7.62 earned run average. In contrast, his AAA earned run average is a much more presentable 4.17 over 261 innings. This move comes after the Yankees had previously selected Hartlieb's contract and placed fellow righty Fernando Cruz on the 15-day injured list due to a left oblique strain on June 30th. Manager Aaron Boone described Cruz's injury as a high-grade oblique strain, indicating he will be out for a significant amount of time. Cruz has been a brilliant addition to the bullpen, pitching to an even 3.00 earned run average with a mammoth 41.2% strikeout rate against a 10.7% walk rate. He's been overwhelming opponents with his devastating splitter, a pitch against which hitters are batting just .136 and slugging only .222. In 86 plate appearances ending with his splitter, 48 of them, or 55.8%, have resulted in a strikeout. Devin Williams, Luke Weaver, and Mark Leiter Jr. appear likely to be the go-to leverage arms, while Cruz is out. To open a spot on the 40-man roster for Hartlieb when he was initially called up, infielder C.J. Alexander was designated for assignment. Alexander, who was claimed off waivers from the Athletics earlier this month, hadn't appeared in a big league game with the Yankees and hit just .196. With a .302 on-base percentage and a .196 slugging percentage in 53 AAA plate appearances. He's a lifetime .260 hitter with a .329 on-base percentage and a .486 slugging percentage in parts of 3 AAA seasons. The Yankees will either trade Alexander or place him on waivers within the next 5 days. So while we're sad to see Hartlieb's brief Yankees stint end this way, it's a testament to the constant churn and strategic moves required in a long baseball season. We welcome Clayton Beeter to the big league roster and hope he can provide some much-needed fresh arm for our bullpen. Update 3. Division lead. Gone, Yankees fall into first-place tie after crushing loss to Blue Jays. Yankees Nation, the news we've been dreading is here. The Yankees' lead atop the American League East has officially vanished. In painstaking fashion, after a crushing 11-9 loss to the Toronto Blue Jays at Rogers Center on Wednesday night, our Bronx Bombers are now tied for first place in the division with Toronto. This marks the first time since April 13th that the Yankees do not have sole possession of first place. What was once a comfortable 7-game lead near the end of May has now dwindled to 0. This loss also represents our third straight defeat to the Blue Jays in this crucial series. As we discussed, the game started about as miserably as possible. Will Warren, our starting pitcher, dug a deep hole for the team in the first inning, giving up 7 runs that quickly became 8-0. It truly seemed like the game was all but over. However, our Yankees, with their incredible resilience, refused to quit. They nearly pulled off a stunning comeback, fighting all the way back to tie the game at 9-9 in the 8th inning. The hero of that moment, as you know, was none other than Aaron Judge, who delivered a monstrous 2-run, 440-foot game-tying home run, his 31st of the season. The Blue Jays had been intentionally walking him throughout the series, but they chose to pitch to him in that crucial 9-7 game situation with 1 out and a man on first, and Judge absolutely made them pay in epic fashion. But alas, it was still not enough. In the bottom of the 8th, with the top of the Blue Jays order due up, manager Aaron Boone called on Devin Williams. Unfortunately for the Yankees, bad Devin Williams emerged at the worst possible time. After striking out the first batter, Williams walked George Springer, who then stole second. An intentional walk to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. loaded the bases, and after Alejandro Kirk flew out, Williams' first pitch to Addison Barger was a spiked changeup that got past Ben Rice, allowing Springer to score the go-ahead run for a 10-9 lead. Barger then added an insurance run with a run batted in single, making it 11-9. Despite the thrilling comeback, the rally ultimately fell short. This loss marks the 13th time the Yankees have lost in their last 19 games. It's a tough stretch, undoubtedly, but this team has proven they can fight. They will look to retake sole possession of first place in the division and avoid a 4-game sweep tomorrow night, as Clark Schmidt takes on Chris Bassett. And that's a wrap on today's New York Yankees News Network updates. It was a tough night for our team, but the season is long and we know our Bronx Bombers have the fight in them to bounce back. Let us know in the comments below what you think about these latest developments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for all your daily Yankees news, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. As always, thank you for tuning in, and until next time, go Yankees.